Are you over 60 and striving to maintain a healthy heart? Heart disease is the leading cause of death among older adults, and what you eat plays a crucial role. You might be surprised to learn that certain food combinations, seemingly harmless, can pose significant risks to your cardiovascular health. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to specific dietary choices, and mixing certain foods can inadvertently lead to heart complications. Today, we'll be showing you food pairings that you should avoid to protect your heart health. Backed by scientific research, we'll explain why these combinations are detrimental and offer healthier alternatives. If you're committed to safeguarding your heart as you age, this information is crucial for you and you don't want to miss it. So let's get started. The first one we'll be looking at is bananas in milk, a sugary trap that stresses your heart. A banana milkshake might seem like a healthy snack, especially for older adults who want something quick and filling. But after the age of 60, this sweet duo can quietly work against your heart. Here's the issue. Bananas are high in natural sugars and starch, while milk contains lactose and animal protein. When combined, they create a heavy, mucus-forming mixture that slows digestion. This leads to bloating, poor nutrient absorption, and a spike in blood sugar, all of which has strained the heart over time. Worse yet, people over 60 often have slower digestion and reduced insulin sensitivity, meaning this combo can lead to chronic inflammation and increase the risk of hypertension, obesity, and heart disease. So instead, blend bananas with plant-based milk like almond or oat milk, add cinnamon for better blood sugar control, and protect your heart in the process. The next one is yogurt and fruit. That colorful fruit and yogurt parfait may look heart healthy, but for people over 60, this combo can accelerate arterial inflammation. Yogurt is rich in live probiotics, while acidic fruits like oranges, strawberries, and kiwi are full of vitamin C and natural fruit acids. Unfortunately, when mixed, the acid from the fruit kills the probiotics in yogurt, disrupts digestion, and leads to intestinal fermentation. The bigger concern? Fermentation releases toxins and gas that can enter the bloodstream, increase oxidative stress, and worsen conditions like high blood pressure and arterial plaque, two major red flags for heart disease in seniors. For a better choice, enjoy yogurt alone or pair it with steamed, non-acidic fruits like apples or pears. You'll protect your digestion and also your heart. Another one is tomatoes and pasta. Spaghetti with marinara sauce may taste like nostalgia, but for adults over 60, this acidic and carb-heavy combo can become a direct trigger for acid reflux and high blood pressure. Tomatoes are packed with lycopene but also very acidic, while pasta is often made from refined flour that spikes blood sugar. This combination doesn't just cause heartburn, it causes your pancreas to work overtime, leading to sugar crashes and cortisol spikes, which put extra pressure on your heart. Over time, chronic acid reflux and inflammation from this combo can damage the esophageal lining and elevate heart disease risk, particularly in seniors already dealing with GERD or poor circulation. Instead, switch to whole grain pasta and try light olive oil sauces or pesto instead of acidic tomato sauce. You'll enjoy the flavor minus the acid overload. Processed meats plus high sodium foods. Ham sandwich with a bag of chips? You might be hitting more than twice your daily sodium limit in just one meal. Processed meats like bacon, deli meats, and sausages are loaded with sodium and nitrates. When paired with other salty foods like canned soups, frozen dinners, or even salty condiments, the sodium load can skyrocket. High sodium intake leads to high blood pressure, fluid retention, increased risk of heart failure. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day for older adults. Just one hot dog and a handful of pretzels can put you over the limit. Fried foods plus sugary beverages. A cheeseburger and a soda might be the classic combo, but it's one of the worst meals for your heart. Fried foods are high in trans fats, which raise bad cholesterol, LDL, and lower good cholesterol, HDL. Sugary drinks like soda cause a spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. Ultimately, this deadly combo leads to insulin resistance, inflammation, obesity, plaque buildup in arteries. For seniors, this means a much higher risk of heart attack and stroke. Swap soda for water or herbal tea and choose baked or grilled options instead of fried. Grapefruit plus statin medications. Grapefruit is often seen as a healthy choice, rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and low in calories. But it can be a silent danger when paired with statin drugs, which many older adults take to manage cholesterol. Why? Grapefruit contains a compound called furanocoumarin. This chemical interferes with an enzyme in the intestines known as CYP3A4. This enzyme is responsible for breaking down statins. When grapefruit blocks this enzyme, it causes more of the medication to enter your bloodstream. That might sound good, but it's not. It can lead to toxic levels of the drug, causing side effects like muscle damage, liver problems, and in severe cases, kidney failure. Even one glass of grapefruit juice can have this effect and may last for over 24 hours. It's best to avoid grapefruit entirely if you're on statins like Lipitor, Zocor, or Crestor. Instead, opt for other vitamin C-rich fruits like oranges or berries. Cold drinks with fried foods. This one's a double blow to your heart, and unfortunately, it's very common. A cold soda with fried chicken or French fries may feel like comfort food, but for anyone over 60, it's a recipe for disaster. Fried foods are packed with trans fats that already increase LDL cholesterol, the bad kind that clogs arteries. When paired with cold drinks, those fats solidify in your stomach, slowing digestion and forcing your heart to work harder to push blood through arteries that are slowly thickening. Even worse, cold sodas spike insulin levels rapidly, increasing fat storage and inflammation. This combo directly contributes to atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, high blood pressure, and arrhythmia risk. So if you're having a high-fat meal, which we all do sometimes, drink warm water with lemon or a cup of green tea. It helps emulsify fats and supports blood flow and digestion. Bananas plus ACE inhibitors. Bananas are loaded with potassium, great for energy, digestion, and even muscle health. But if you're taking ACE inhibitors for high blood pressure or heart failure, too much potassium can be dangerous. ACE inhibitors like lisinopril or enalapril already increase potassium levels in the body. Adding potassium-rich foods on top can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia. What is hyperkalemia? It's when potassium levels become dangerously high, which can lead to irregular heartbeat, chest pain, nausea, and weakness. In serious cases, it can lead to cardiac arrest. Other potassium-rich foods like oranges, avocados, and potatoes should also be consumed in moderation. If you're on ACE inhibitors, talk to your doctor about the right potassium intake for your diet. Leafy greens plus blood thinners. Leafy greens are superfoods. Spinach, kale, broccoli, packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. But they're also high in vitamin K, which is a key player in blood clotting. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, vitamin K can reduce the drug's effectiveness. That means your blood may clot more than it should, increasing the risk of stroke or heart attack. So, should you avoid leafy greens entirely? Not necessarily. The key is consistency. Your doctor can adjust your medication based on your usual intake of vitamin K. But large, sudden increases, like going on a green smoothie detox, can throw your blood levels out of balance. Aim to eat your greens in regular amounts and always let your healthcare provider know if you're making big dietary changes. Licorice plus diuretics. Licorice might sound like a harmless treat, but real black licorice contains glycyrrhizin, a natural compound that can mess with your heart. Glycyrrhizin causes the body to lose potassium and retain sodium, which can lead to high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and even edema, swelling. Now, if you're taking diuretics, water pills, common drugs for managing heart failure or high blood pressure, these effects can be even worse. Diuretics also deplete potassium and can cause dehydration. Mixing the two can put serious strain on your cardiovascular system. If you love licorice, look for brands labeled deglycyrrhizinated or skip it entirely. Caffeine plus decongestants, cold medicine and coffee. Think again. Caffeine is a stimulant that raises your heart rate and blood pressure. Decongestants like ephedrine or phenylephrine do the same. When you combine them, you're essentially doubling the stress on your heart. This can lead to rapid heartbeat, palpitations, chest pain, and ultimately anxiety and insomnia. For older adults, especially those with existing heart conditions, this can trigger serious events like arrhythmia or even a heart attack. If you're sick and need a decongestant, skip the coffee or switch to decaf until you're feeling better. Energy drinks plus alcohol. Mixing Red Bull with vodka might sound like a party drink, but it's a recipe for disaster. Energy drinks contain high amounts of caffeine and other stimulants like taurine. Alcohol, on the other hand, is a depressant. The caffeine can mask the effects of alcohol, making you feel less drunk than you are, which leads to overdrinking. In older adults, this combination can cause irregular heartbeat, increased blood pressure, dizziness, risk of falls, or alcohol poisoning. It also puts tremendous strain on the heart. If you're going to drink, skip the energy drinks and stick to moderation. Water right after meals. It seems harmless, drinking a tall glass of water after a meal. But if you're over 60, this one habit could slowly weaken your digestion and increase cardiovascular risk. When you drink water, especially cold water, right after meals, it dilutes the stomach acids that are critical for digestion. This leads to poor nutrient absorption, especially of heart-critical minerals like magnesium and potassium. The result? You may be eating well, but still experiencing mineral deficiencies, fatigue, and higher blood pressure. Poor digestion also causes gas and bloating, which can elevate intra-abdominal pressure and contribute to shortness of breath or chest discomfort, often mistaken for heart trouble in older adults. So what you do is drink water 30 minutes before a meal. After eating, wait at least 30 to 45 minutes to allow your stomach acids to do their job. Dairy products plus certain antibiotics. Calcium is essential for strong bones, especially as we age. But calcium-rich foods like milk, cheese, and yogurt can block the absorption of some antibiotics. The main culprits? Tetracyclines and fluoroquinolones like ciprofloxacin. The calcium binds with the antibiotic in your stomach, making it harder for your body to absorb. This weakens the effectiveness of the drug and can prolong your illness. Doctors often advise taking these antibiotics on an empty stomach or at least 2 hours before or after dairy. Be sure to read your prescription instructions carefully and ask your pharmacist if you're unsure. After 60, your heart health becomes more sensitive to what you eat and how you pair your foods. While individual foods might seem harmless, their combinations can interact with medications, stress your heart, or raise blood pressure. To protect your heart, read medication labels carefully. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about food interactions. Avoid risky food pairings like the ones we covered today. These small changes can lead to major improvements in your long-term health. Let us know in the comments. Have you ever had a bad reaction to a food and medication combo? Share your experience. It might help someone else. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who needs this information. A simple change in how you combine your food can mean the difference between a weak heart and a strong one. Make the switch today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of your heart.